Hey guys, this is Bruce with Brew Noah LLC back here again for another one. Thank you guys. Love all the support. Appreciate every one of you. All glory to God, all glory to the angels, all glory to you guys. Seriously, thank you guys for the support off our TikTok, our Instagram, YouTube, everything that we have. Seriously, we truly appreciate all of you. But let's jump right in on this one. I want to give you guys a life hack that is going to very simply just give you guys wealth, prosperity, perfect fitness, just perfect health. I mean, it's just naturally going to do some amazing things for you, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. So it's very simple, okay? So I want to go over a couple things. I want you guys to practice this into your life, okay? I want you to understand something. When it comes to, regardless of what you believe, let's just say, obviously I believe in God and I know God very well. And I think majority of my viewers all as well love God, appreciate God, and are very grateful and thankful for God, just like I am. But for the ones that don't believe, regardless, it still applies. Okay, so let's just talk about good versus evil, so to speak. Okay, so as we know with God and good, okay, that God and good and just being in the moment is an activator, right? And on the other side, when you look at bad, it's more of a reactor or reaction, which is demons, Satan, the devil, his demons, his dominion, whatever you want to call it, all the same, right? So good versus evil is kind of what we're looking at here. I want to teach you guys a life hack that is so simple and so easy to use that you could just do it in your daily life. And you will see, if you practice what I preach here, you will see that things will get easier for you. You'll achieve wealth, prosperity, manifestations, regardless of what you believe in. Even if you work within the matrix in terms of a 9 to 5, you'll see opportunities open up for you. If you have your own business, you'll see doors open up for you. Regardless, but you got to do this, okay? I want to teach you guys something very simple. When you are in a scenario, regardless of what you're viewing, hearing, seeing, and you feel a certain type of emotion in terms of a negative emotion, the best course of life is to just not react. And not reacting is the same as just be or being. And people ask me all the time, how do you just be? Because they say you mention that a lot in your videos. And when I talk to clients, they ask me the same question, like, how do I just be? Well, it's very simple. You simply don't react. God isn't activating your life. God makes things happen in your life. If you are reacting to a situation or a scenario, you are essentially doing what the other side wants you to do. How you've been conditioned by these dark forces in terms of demons and evil and wickedness, regardless of what you believe. If you're reacting to something, that is a emotion that is more on the wicked side. So the key is don't react. Understand that you are an all powerful, beautiful, perfect human being, and that no reaction in terms of off of a negative emotion is worth your time. Does that make sense? So, regardless if somebody makes you upset, understand that you have complete control over your emotions and you have complete control over your thoughts, over your feelings. You have absolute complete control. So that means that whenever you are feeling a certain way, when your anxiety kicks in, whenever your heart rate goes up, whenever you feel an anger or frustration, whatever you're feeling in that time, right? You have a choice, right? You have a choice. And what happens is you can choose to actively speak or channel your thoughts into a reaction to that. So if someone makes you upset, right? And I say make you upset because depending on where you're at spiritually, you will learn over time throughout your spiritual journey that nobody can make you upset. But if you're new to a spiritual journey, then you still are under the belief of that people can make you upset, right? So you're still pointing the finger at others. First and foremost, you are 100% responsible for anything around you, the things that happen to you, and the things that you do. You, no one else. You are 100% responsible for any and everything that happens, right? But let's get past that. So let's say you encounter a family member that maybe said something to you, or a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband that says something to you that you just dislike, right? And you react. Understand, every reaction is always going to be a negative thing. So if you're reacting to anger and you are essentially performing evil motion, so to speak. So the key to a good life is to just never react, right? So if someone makes you upset, you simply just be in the moment, process, and let it go. And I'm not saying be rude in terms of don't give them any feedback back, but more so respond in a way that is more mature and in a way where it cannot get you. So whereas before you'd be like, you said this to me and that makes me very angry and you're the reason why blah, 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 blah. Understand, when you play that game, you're doing the same thing they are. Y'all both are playing the same exact game. Does that make sense? So even though you may think you're right, from their perspective, guess what? They think they're right too. I always say this. I say this a lot. I say that the hero of any story and the villain of any story is always perspective, right? You look at any movie with a good ending or good versus bad. It's just truly the perspective of whoever's team you're on. The villain of the story thinks that they're right? And from their team and their perspective, they are right. And the hero of the story thinks that they're right from their team and their perspective. Both sides are wrong. And anytime you have division and you have conflict between two individuals or two groups, both sides are wrong. It's the main reason why I don't like politics. Democrats think they're right because of their perspectives, right? Which means they fight Republicans. Republicans think they're right from their perspectives and their team, right, and their values, which is why they fight with Democrats. Both sides are wrong. So the key to life, if you want to make just healthy, good decisions and have an easy life where your mind is free, clear, and opportunities just open up to you, don't react. Control your thoughts and just simply don't react. By not reacting, that is God. That is the God in you. That is God activating good things for you. But when you react, you are playing the game of evil, wickedness, the devil, Satan, whatever you want to believe in. When you react, you are playing their game. So simply don't react. Okay? So these forces, the way you're conditioned, the things you hear and see that are all negative, only have control over you if you allow it to have control over you. So the key is, don't react. Simply just grab your coffee and go. And move on with your life. Right? So when someone makes you upset, you just simply look at them and go, I completely understand how you feel. I'm sorry I made you feel that way. I completely understand. Let's move on and talk about something else. Truly that simple. And I understand you may be feeling a certain type of way, and I understand you may feel like, well, I feel like my opinion needs to be heard. I feel like I need to get out my thoughts and I need to get out my feelings. That is nothing more than your ego, again, from your perspective, trying to prove that you're right over them. Both sides are wrong. Any type of reaction in any situation is always a negative, hurtful, even if you think you're right, reaction, right? And even the sense of apologizing for something, in my opinion, is also kind of a desperation feeling, or it's more of an admission of guilt. And we are all perfect beings. The only reason why I say maybe apologize is just to kind of end the argument and to end the discussion. But in my truthful opinion, I don't feel like you need to apologize for anything. Unless you're just outright completely hurtful or wrong to someone, the way you just did something so terrible to them, you need to apologize. Other than that, apologizing is just appeasing the ego of the other person, right? The reality of it is that we're here to just love each other. We're not here to fight, to have disagreements. When you look at our disagreements and when you look at human beings in terms of why they get angry or why they're frustrated or why they want to go after someone, you look at any video, look at anything on your feed from social media, you look at any controversy that you see. Understand, anything that you see where someone's getting animated and someone's getting frustrated or they're getting aggressive, look at the bigger picture of why, not the topic at hand, because that's where the matrix and that's where society, in terms of the other forces, have taught you, is to pay attention to the topic, pay attention to what's being discussed. But understand something. The only reason why XYZ is feeling a certain type of way, and the only reason why XYZ is feeling animated, it boils down to one simple reason. They feel the need to prove that their opinion, their view, their fact is correct. Again, it's ego versus ego. And the honest truth behind it, facts are not even real. Facts are nothing more than widespread opinions of individuals that has declared from like the 1200s that based off this data and that data, this is what this is called and this is what is right and this is what is wrong. It's a group of people that came together that just clarified what's right and wrong. And they're wrong too. Listen, this game, when you're open spiritually, you see this world in an entirely different way compared to other human beings. And for the ones that are spiritual, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're watching this video, either you're spiritual or you're getting very, very close to becoming very spiritual in terms of opening your eyes, right? And seeing what this world really is. The honest truth behind it, we're just simply here to love. The one true answer to every solution is always love. And I'm telling you, love is never a reaction. Love is an activator, right? It's never a reaction. It's more so being the bigger person, right? And just moving on with your life and understanding that everyone matters and everything matters. And even though this person may have a difference of opinion or view from me, I don't have to force my agenda on them, but more so, let's come together as one and unite. And the way that we're going to unite as human beings, the honest truth behind it, we have to get rid of all these agendas, all these different things. The Republicans, Democrats, this fact versus that fact, my view versus this view, all these other views. Guys, none of that matters. There are things in this universe that are so beyond our comprehension that humans have come and put things together in terms of how to explain it. But the honest truth behind it, there is no explaining any of this. Even God himself is truthfully beyond our comprehension. It is truly beyond our comprehension. But yet we sit here and we go through all these studies and all these theories and we put all these things together of we as humans feel the that we have to this prove everything. Like we can't just accept things for how they are, but more so we got to put a label on everything. And that is nothing more than just our ego. Can anyone be smarter than another person? No. No. Is anyone more gifted than anyone else? No. And you'll look at this video and you'll go, no, that's not true. You got people who got PhDs and this and that and blah blah IQs and this and that. In that box, again, when you see the world how I see it, yes. If you put it in a box of, okay, if we're comparing IQs and we're comparing this and we're comparing that humans have put limitations on themselves, then that's what qualifies somebody as smart. But the honest truth behind it is that it's not real. None of us are more gifted or smarter than anyone else. It all depends on what lens you're looking through. And when we eliminate all these labels, you will see humanity come together in a way where no one suffers, no one struggles, everyone is loved, and everyone helps and loves each other, which is the ultimate goal of why we are here. We are here to love. It is no secret that for the people that love and have love in their heart and that contribute to the world with love and kindness, they have easy lives, right? They have easy lives and they have great lives. And it's because God put us here to love one another. He did not put us here to put all these fake labels and all these fake agendas to go against each other. All these labels and agendas do is just control us. But you can only be controlled by going back to what I said earlier. Don't react. When you hear certain things, when you see certain things, when you experience certain things and you feel a trigger inside of you, simply just don't react. Don't give it power. And the more you do this, the more you cleanse your system, the more your brain is rewired, and the stronger you become. And you will see naturally your life becomes so easy. And do you know why? It's because you're just manifesting. There's all these videos of manifestations. We manifest 24/7. You can't enter a manifestation state. If you're watching anybody else that tells you, well, you got to get into this frequency and that frequency, I'm not going to say they're wrong. I'm simply going to say that we are naturally manifesting always. And understand that a lot of our manifestations are tied to our emotions and states and feelings, right? So when you learn how to just be in the moment and just don't react and just find love, you're with God. If you're doing anything else, you're with the other guy. And if you don't believe, if you are not reacting, you're on the side of good. If you are reacting, you're on the side of evil and bad. So you have a choice of what you want to do. And the honest choice is, if you follow your heart and you follow your intuition, you'll always have the answer. And the answer always is love. Love one another. Don't fight. Understand you are in complete control of your emotions. You are in complete control of your thoughts and feelings. It is nobody else's fault except your own. And when you look at things from that view, this world becomes so easy. Because if you're walking around here and you're expecting people to be a certain type of way, and you're expecting people to react a certain type of way to you, and how to make you happy and to appease you, that is nothing more than your ego going insane. And honest, truthfully, you're not gonna like when I say it, but that is you being on the wicked side, because you're just manipulating and controlling people to appease your own emotions, which means that you have your own insecurities that you need to handle and deal with, right? Because I'm at a place in my life, and a lot of people are at a place in their life spiritually, to where we don't need anyone else's views or opinion or words or love to make ourselves feel loved. The key is you gotta love yourself. You gotta know where you're at. You have to know where you're at first before anyone else can. And regardless of who come towards me, regardless of what someone says about me or what someone does to me, man, my life is good. My life is amazing. You know, my businesses are thriving, my book's thriving, I'm thriving, my health, my fitness, my finances. Life is good for me. And it's because mentally, I am just strong because no one can get in here. And I want this for everyone. And it's the reason why we do these videos. The reason why our team do these videos is because everyone can be here, right? But you gotta wake up. And it's time for you guys to wake up, all right? Like, subscribe, comment. We love all you guys. And seriously, in your free time, right here, in your free time, when I was going through my journey, what helped me a lot was whenever I would go through things and feel certain types of things, I needed to channel my thoughts and channel my anger, right, in the beginning. And instead of reacting and just hurting people, I had to instead focus my attention on more positive things. And reading, seriously, You Matter is a great way to kind of reshift your thoughts, reshift your feelings, because this book teaches humanity how to just be a good person. And I promise you, after reading that book, your entire life will change. Also, on our website, BrewNoahLLC.com. Again, BrewNoahLLC.com. Book a session, guys. We have helped millions of people change their lives. Spiritual or not, whether you believe in God or not, I don't care what you believe. It's completely irrelevant. My team, my team, will change your life. You will find wealth. You will find prosperity. And we're not going to ask you to invest a dime. I'm going to teach you how to get wealthy doing whatever you're doing. Long as you're doing what you love, and even if you don't do what you love, I will still show you, and my team will still show you how to achieve wealth, prosperity, fitness, whatever you're looking for, whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. We will teach each and every one of you how to do it. And we have helped millions of people do this. And very simple. And it just starts with the heart, right? So we'll have an open and honest, private conversation that's just between us. And we get testimonies all the time that we are better than therapy, because we are. We are. The honest truth behind it, the whole therapy industry, I don't want to go too far with that one, but I feel like the spiritual journey is way more. I'll put it to you this way: if you are going through therapy, right, and you don't feel like you're getting the reaction that you deserve, or you feel like you're still in a dark place, talk to me, talk to my team. I'll show you after one session, you'll be okay. You'll be A-okay, and you'll be back on track to being happy, finding love, finding money, finding career opportunities, and opening doors. That's what we do. So BrewNoahLLC.com. Visit us, guys. Book a session. But overall, we love you. God loves you. Thank you guys for your time. See you soon.